Hey, what is going on, guys? T-Dot here. Today we are back for the first episode of the second series that we're starting on this channel. This is going to be the second series that we were doing before MLB 15, the show, comes out. So these are the two series, the Houston Astros franchise and this one, the Toronto Maple Leafs via GM mode. So this is going to be a simulation GM mode. I was thinking of doing a franchise mode type atmosphere thing, but it's just really not going to work out. Playing against the computer just doesn't work. So we're gonna have to do a simulation GM mode. It's pretty impossible to play against the computer in this game. Hopefully they fix that for next year's game. Maybe we can do one for next year's game, but not for this year's game. So let's make our name Quavo, obviously, and then we're gonna get into the GM mode. So this episode's just going to be talking about getting this roster set, seeing what we got and everything. There's a few questions I have for you guys with a couple of different things. So hardcore simulation, 20-minute periods. We'll leave it on medium because apparently hard trading difficulty is impossible. This is the first simulation GM mode I've done, so I will be learning some stuff. I've been doing a little bit of GM mode while I haven't been doing YouTube and stuff. So let's toss that on no, and then that's pretty much it that we got to change. Keep the salary cap on, and let's start this career. So the Leafs in this game actually have quite a few prospects, I'm pretty sure. They got two first round picks. That one from the Nashville Predators, they got their own, and then we got a third from Pittsburgh or something, third or fourth for Winnick in that Winnick deal, something like that. But there are a few questions, in real life. You know how we traded Clarkson for Nathan Horton? Well, whenever we got Nathan Horton, since he's going to be injured pretty much for the rest of his career, then it doesn't count to the Leafs salary cap in real life, but I'm pretty sure it counts to our salary cap in this game having Nathan Horton, and he's got a $5 million salary cap. So you can see him right here, $5.3 million for the next 6 years, I'm pretty sure. Where's his contract? Here it is. 6 years of $5.3 million. So if you guys don't mind me trading him, leave it in the comments what you guys want me to do with Nathan Horton. We could just buy him out in the offseason. Maybe we could try and trade him, but if we buy him out in the offseason, we have to pay him some salary for 6 seasons. Either that, or we could trade him if you guys let me, pretty much. So let's go through the roster here. We'll go by position. So centers, in the NHL, we got Bozak, obviously Kadri. Bozak, let's see, he's 27, so he's already past his potential age. He's 28, sorry. He's past his potential age, so this is about as good as he's going to get. So he's probably going to end up capping out as a second-line center. Kadri will probably be our first-line center. I'm pretty sure he gets pretty good in this year's game. He starts as an 85, top 6 forward potential, low, but he normally gets up to an 88, something like that. In older games, he used to get to 90 and stuff. He used to be sick, but if he can get a little bit better than Bozak, wouldn't be complaining about that. Then we got Komarov, probably not going to be on the team for too long. He's only 27. I thought he was a little bit older than that. Obviously from Finland. He's got poor face-offs, so maybe play him on the wing, something like that. In real life, he's pretty good at face-offs, but defensive awareness is 85, body checking is 88, and so he's pretty good. He's pretty quick, so I wouldn't mind holding on to Komarov maybe as a winger, but definitely not as a center with that face-offs. Same with Peter Holland. Why is his face-off so bad? In real life, Peter Holland's been pretty sick, and he's got top 9 potential on this team. His defensive awareness is only 80, but his offensive stats are a little bit better. So Peter Holland, more of a third liner of the future, probably. We'll definitely have him on the squad this year. Obviously, the Leafs aren't that good, so he can definitely make the third line. Then we got Trevor Smith here. He's just another body here. How long is he locked up? Well, it's a pretty small contract, but yeah, it's only 1 year. Zach Silk, acquired in that Daniel Winnick trade with the Pittsburgh Penguins, and he has top 6 AHL forward potential, so nothing special there. Nothing special with Zach Silk. So let's check in the system. We got Sam Carrick, and first guy is Brendan Lipisic, who we got in the Nashville Predators deal for Santorelli and Franzen. But you can see here Lipisic, top 6 forward, 20 years old. He's got He's got some pretty decent stats. He's got good faceoffs, 75. I like that. Defensive awareness isn't that bad. So down the middle, we're pretty solid with our top two centers. Bozak, Kadri, flip them back and forth. Doesn't really matter. Like I'm talking for the future right now. And then if we can slot Lipisic in there on that third line, that would be solid. But he's got that top six potential forward, so he could get up to like an 86. Maybe we might have to play on the wing, something like that. But there's a sick prospect right there. Then we got Sam Carrick. The Leafs got him in the 5th round in 2010. That's surprising. He doesn't have that good faceoffs. He's a bottom 6 NHL forward, so nothing too special there. Maybe a future NHLer. This is a former first-round pick and two-time Team Canada World Junior, Frederick Gauthier right there. Top 6 NHL forward. He's got pretty good potential right there. So I'd like to see Frederick Gauthier up there in a couple of years. But for some reason in this game, he's got 63 faceoffs when on Team Canada he's like the go-to faceoff guy. So I don't know about those ratings right there, but other than that, we got this Carter Verhaeghe. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. Nothing special right here, just a potential AHL forward. So let's go back to the NHL. Head to left wingers. So on the left side, we got. Let me just sort here. So we got JVR as our top left winger. Elite high potential. He's already 25 years old, so he's only got like one more year of growing as a player. Pretty good stats all around. Puck skills, shooting, both 5 stars. Senses 4.5 stars. Skating 4.5 stars. Drops off a little bit defensively and physically, but obviously offensive beast. Let's see. We got him for 4 years at a pretty team-friendly contract right there. That's a pretty team. Yeah, that's definitely $4 million for a first liner, pretty much right there. That's not complaining. So then we got Lupo here, who's pretty good offensively as well. Not as good offensively as JVR, but he's definitely going to be a solid player. He's a guy that we might move later in the season. But if you guys want me to hold on to him, just let me know about all these players. But he's got a little bit of higher salary cap right there, 5.25 for 4 years. So definitely there would be a lot of teams in the league that would want a Joffrey Lupul. Then we got David Booth right here. 29 years old. He's getting up there, but pretty decent stats. Defensively, he's all right. Aggressiveness, body checking. Where's shot blocking? Oh, it's up in defensive there. He's 80 for shot blocking. Stick checking is 85. So decent player right there. Probably gonna be on the third line. Depending on how we set up the lines, who we trade away, stuff like that. But team-friendly contract right there. 1 year, $1 million. Then we got Joachim Lidstrom, who's just a little bit older, 30 years old, so nothing special there. Don't need to really. We need to speed this up a little bit. We're already at 8 minutes. We're only on the left wingers. Then in the minors, we pretty much got a couple goons here in Bodie and McLaren, Levio. He's got top 9 potential, so that's pretty good. We'll go a little bit quicker now. So McKegg, bottom 6 forward, so potential bottom 6 forward, obviously. And Ross, top 9 forward. So we got a couple maybe future third liners there, in Levio, McKegg, and Ross. Then right wingers, we'll go back to the NHL. So we got Kessel, who is, I think he's got the most expensive contract on the team. I think Phaneuf's only $7 million, but Kessel, $8 million, 8 years left on the deal. So that's a crazy contract. I'm definitely considering trading away Phil Kessel. Him and Lupo are probably the 2 top guys, including Phaneuf, obviously. So those 3 guys are probably the 3 top guys I would like to trade. So you can see here, Kessel, 27 years old. He's obviously a really good player, especially in this game. Maybe not in real life. Everybody has a different opinion on him. But he's pretty much all offense, sniper, no defense. And he's already reached his peak. So at best, he'll get to like 91, 92. Then we got Nathan Horton here, as we already went through him. If you guys want me to trade him, if you guys will let me trade him, pretty much, we will trade him. But if not, then we're just going to have to buy him in the offseason or something. Then we got Brendan Cozen. What's Cozen's potential? Oh, he's got no potential in this game. Panik, who's a pretty solid player for the Leafs this season. Top 6 forward potential high. So Panik could potentially be something. He's got some pretty decent stats here. Like 4 stars in most categories, except for defense. But nothing too special there. And then he's only on a 1-year deal, so nothing to worry about there. Not locking anybody up too long, except for Nathan Horton, obviously. But right wingers, we got Matt Fratton in the minors. We'll probably call him up. 26 years old, so he's got 1 more year to grow. Probably just like a third liner. We might let him go after this season if he's got 2 years left. So maybe after his contract, we might let him go because he's already reached his peak and he's only 80 overall. We'll see how his stats turn out because they could still get better. He's got 1 year to grow. We got Biggs, who was a first rounder in 2011, and he has bottom 6 forward potential. Connor Brown, former OHL points leader for the Erie Otters. Before McDavid was there and before Dylan Strome was there, I'm pretty sure. So we got bottom 6 forward potential high. So that's not that good potential, but he's a good player in real life. Johnson, nothing special right there. Nylander, top 9 potential. He was the Leafs first rounder last year, and he doesn't have that good potential. And then Herzog has nothing special right there. So let's go to defense. So defensemen on the squad. We got Phaneuf, Gardner, Polak, Brewer, Robida, Riley, and Erickson. So Phaneuf, definitely going to want to be moving Phaneuf. See what we can get back for him. If we get a decent potential defenseman, maybe throw in another player, or maybe even just a pick. I'd take anything for Phaneuf pretty much. Then Gardner. In real life, he's not looking like he's going to pan out too well, but he's got like 3 years to grow in this game, so he'll probably be pretty good with that elite potential. The top pairing in the future will probably be Jake Gardner, Morgan Riley. Then we got Roman Polak, 28 years old. Could hold on to him for a couple years, but how many years left? He's got 2 years at 2.75. That's not that bad of a deal for like a bottom 6 defenseman, but on this team, he's going to be playing top 4 probably because our defensive core sucks. Eric Brewer, 35 years old. He was in the throwing in a trade, I'm pretty sure, just to make the salaries go. And he's got 4 mil on the 4 mil for 1 year left. So probably just let him go unless he has a little bit of trade value. Maybe find him a suitor to make the playoffs with this year. And then Stefan Robida, pretty much the same thing, but he's got 3 years left at 3 mil. So we might want to move him to save the salary cap in case he doesn't retire at the end of the season. Then Morgan Riley, obviously elite potential, 20 years old, former first-round pick of the Toronto Maple Leafs, and he's got 2 years left on the deal, so after that he'll probably want some money. And then Tim Erickson, he's got all right potential, top 4 defenseman potential. What's his contract looking like? 1 year left, so after this year he'll probably want a little bit more of a contract, but that's actually not a bad player right there in Tim Erickson. So let's go look at in the system. TJ Brennan. Top 6 defenseman could be something. Marshall, he's not anything, I'm pretty sure. Percy is top 6? Yeah, top 6. Finn should be a top 4. High potential. So Finn's could be something special right there. He was a second-round pick before. Which one was it, Finn or Percy, or was it both that played for the Guelph Storm? I can't remember. My bad. But we got Louvre, who's 7th defenseman, McWilliam, who is a top 4 AHL, and top 4 AHL. So nothing special other than those guys. Then these goalies, I'm 99% sure all of them suck. AHL starter, NHL backup. Well, Bibio could be an NHL backup, and Gibson could be an NHL backup. So that's all we can hope for out of those guys. The Bernier, Reimer, obviously, both on team-friendly deals, like less than 3 mil each. 1 year left on Bernier, and I'm pretty sure Reimer has 1 year left. 2 years left on Reimer. So we're going to have to make a decision on one of these guys to save a little bit of money, because Bernier we're going to have to give a contract to in the offseason, or we could just trade Bernier, hold on to Reimer, and then maybe draft a potential goalie or something. We'll see how that pans out. So we forgot to set the roster. We were just going through it. So let's go set the roster. So we're gonna send down Zach Sill. We're turning injuries off, by the way. I probably should have done that in the settings at the very start. I'm pretty sure you can do that at the very start. So we have one too many forwards here, and I think there's one guy I want to call up. Panik Kozin. So we're gonna send down Kozin, and we are going to send down Lidstrom. And we're going to call up, where is he? Matt Fratton. Alright, so Matt Fratton for him, and then who else are we going to call it? I'm thinking Bodie. Bodie. If you guys remember that from BMS? That little episode with Bodie. And they get him sent. Well, they snake him out. I'm not going to spoil the episode. But, okay, so we got Phaneuf Gardner, Polak, Brewer, Robida, Riley. I want to keep Erickson up. But it's either Robida or Brewer we're going to send down. Or we can just trade one of them away right now. That's what I'm feeling. We're going to trade either Brewer or Robida away. And then edit lines. All right. So we're either going to trade Brewer or Robida away. That's something we got to do. Okay, assistant coach help off. JVR, Kadri, Kessel. So they're saying we should play Kadri. Does it say if Kadri is a second liner or roll a second line forward? Bozak's probably a second liner too. I'd rather not ruin Kadri's potential. So we're going to keep Kadri on the second line. Then we're going to go Kessel, Bozak, JVR, Lupo, Kadri, Horton, I guess. Unless you guys let me trade away Horton, we could probably pick up some decent second liner. Then we got Komarov, Booth, and Fratton. We're probably going to move Fratton down to the fourth. Did I count the forwards wrong? I thought, oh, I meant to send out Trevor Smith, didn't I? Did I? I probably counted the forwards wrong. All right, let's go count them again. So we got 5 there. 4 and 4. Yeah, so let's send down Trevor Smith. All right, so Trevor Smith is down. And let's slot in my boy Bodie. Troy Bodie. All right, so best face-offs. Okay, so we're definitely going to keep Holland and Panik on the second. Holland's got shit face-offs. Fran's got shit face-offs, probably. Komarov's got shit face-offs. Well, all these guys got shit face-offs. Might as well just put the centers in the middle that have shit face-offs. So, yeah, that's the lineup right there. We got JVR, Bozak, Kessel, Horton, Kadri, Lupul, Panik, Holland, Fratton, Bodie, Komarov, and Booth. Then defensively, we got Phaneuf, Gardner. We're probably going to move Phaneuf, if not at the start in the next episode or at the deadline or whenever. Then we're going to slide Brewer and Polak. And then whichever one we trade, either Robida or Brewer, we'll slide them in next to Polak. And we'll toss Tim Erickson in. Because Tim Erickson has pretty decent potential, so we're going to slot him in there with Riley, and then Gardner, Phaneuf right there. And then we'll do the special teams in the next episode whenever we actually have all the players we want. But we'll get to trades in the next episode. I need to remember to trade either Brewer or Robida, and then if you guys want me to trade away, what's his name? Nathan Horton, or whatever you guys want me to do with him. We'll decide that in the next episode, which will probably be coming out tomorrow. We'll get a Houston Rockets thing going tomorrow, and then MLB The Show comes out on Monday, which I'm extremely excited for. Well, Monday night, so uploads won't start till Tuesday, but I'm getting the game at midnight. I'll download it on my PS4, and I'll start playing. Holy, I'm excited for MLB. So that's going to do it for this episode, guys. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.